do you think it's gone wrong this season?
It's hard to pinpoint exactly where. I think it's just been an accumulation of different things, whether that be from standards that certain individuals will set themselves in training, collectively as a group. I feel like there could be stuff that's been done better. But as I keep saying, I didn't think we were a million miles away. Obviously the results haven't been good enough, but in certain games, either where it was individual mistakes or errors that have kind of obviously put us behind in games. First goal in this league is massive, never mind the second. So I think you see from the weekend there, it was just another example of that complete control of the game, doing really well, and then we obviously go behind near half time, and then straight after gives us a mountain to climb. In terms of the coaches, no, I didn't think they could have done much more. We as players, when we got to pitch, we need to take responsibility. So there was nothing from that point of view.
It ended with the previous manager saying he felt some players had chucked it at the weekend. How do comments like that go down in a dressing room? Do you agree with that?
Well, it's one thing as a professional. It's the one thing that you would never want to be associated with. As for them comments, I don't know who they were aimed at. But all we can do as a group is take that on the chin and make sure that can never be said again about if it's individuals or if it's collectively as a group. Because we should pride ourselves on as professional athletes that's the bare essentials, is to turn up and do your job and work as hard as you can. Yes, there'll be mistakes, it happens all the time, but the bare minimum here at St Johnstone's to give 110%, and that's what I'll do going forward, and the rest of the boys as well.
I appreciate you've got a job to focus on, but you've got a long link to this club. You got any thoughts on the direction the club will take? It's obviously been very much continuity and promoting managers from within. It maybe doesn't seem like that's something that will happen this time.
Yeah, definitely. That's obviously the road that we've went down before. As for what route they'll take now, I have no idea. I'm just a player at the end of the day. My job's to go out there and try and perform at the best of my ability. So obviously that's way above me. But I don't have a clue what will happen going forward. But I'm sure that they'll make the right decision for the club.
Liam, is there a sense among the players that you've let the club and the previous staff down?
Yeah, of course. That's what happens when someone loses their job. It's results, and we're obviously the ones taking the pitch. So if that's us going out as a group and not performing to the levels, or like I said, making mistakes or whatever that will be, may be, we're obviously going to be disappointed about that. And need to look at ourselves in the mirror as individuals and as a group, and what we can do better. Like I said, they're two guys I've played with growing up, and I've obviously had them as coaches as well, so good relationships with them, and it's obviously it's horrible to see, because they're not just obviously your peers and your boss and a coach. It's also friends that have lost their job, that have got families. So yeah, it's obviously it's not nice at all. And
because of those relationships, is it particularly hard for yourself?
That's not easy, but that's just part and parcel of football. There's always comings and goings. It happens all the time. It's the nature of the beast. So yeah, we just need to brush ourselves down and get ready for obviously the fight ahead, and then that starts on Wednesday night.
The fans will be wondering what the players can do to kind of lift themselves and lift the club and basically keep the club in the division. What can you say to them?
Just need to stick with us. Like I said, we're not a million miles away. Obviously we've got Alec coming in just for now, who's been here, knows everything about the club. He's had a great career himself, and he's a great coach. Boys look to him for inspiration, and obviously we all admire him, so he can obviously take the seat for now, and we're all ready to get behind Alec and give him 110%.
And for you, in your own mind, you've no doubt that this is a club that should stay in the top flight and deserves to stay in the top flight, but I guess now is the time for the players to show it and prove it.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, this is where we should be. So we'll keep fighting until the end. And yeah, we've got a good squad here. We know what we're capable of. Now it's up to us. We need to go out there and produce results. It's a result-run industry, so we need to go out there and start putting points on the board and get ourselves up that table.
Liam, the club's obviously had a lot of success in years gone by with the cup double. Is this the lowest point in your career here at St Johnstone?
Nah, without a doubt, it's obviously we've had all the success in that from past years, whether that be top 6 finishes, European runs and cup success. But obviously it's been a bit different maybe the last few seasons, so we've learnt a lot. You don't learn much when you're obviously winning stuff. It's just all smooth smooth going, and it's great. You start learning stuff when it's backs against the walls, and obviously that's what we're at now. So we've been here before as a group. I've been here before as an individual, so know what's expected. We know what to do going forward, and yeah, we're ready for it.
Do you think the club has been a victim of its own success?
I wouldn't say that. We've achieved well over the last decade or so. So that's our job. We want to go out there and perform to the best of our abilities, and obviously in the past that's produced top 6 finishes, cup runs. So we're still wanting to do that. It's not a case of overachieving. That's what we're set out to do. We want to go out and play every game, win every game. So obviously that just accumulated in a lot of success over the years, and that's what we're still striving for here at St Johnstone. We still want to go out there and do our best possible, whatever that may be.
And on trying to turn fortunes around, do you think it can be done quickly, or is this a long-term rebuild?
Yeah, I do believe that. 100% believe that we can turn this around quickly. Like I said, we've got a good squad up there. We just need to start putting together 90-minute performances and start churning out results, which we are more than capable of doing. And I'm positive that we'll go on to do that under, obviously whoever that's going to be under. But no matter who it is, we'll go on and perform for them.
Liam, as well as being a St Johnstone player, you're obviously the skipper and you're a lifelong supporter. Does that make this current situation hurt even more?
Yeah, of course it does. Obviously, you mentioned obviously being a fan. You obviously want the club to be run successful all the time, but that's life. It's not always going to be plain sailing. I've obviously experienced that, but yeah, it obviously does. It hurts a bit more. Like I said, I've played with the guys as well before. I've been under them as coaches, so it's not nice. Obviously, when you're seeing fellow friends leave their jobs because of the playing group. So it's something that we need to certainly address. So make sure it doesn't happen again.
Obviously, just 3 points for a victory, but if you can get a victory against Kilmarnock, that would mean a hell of a lot more, wouldn't it?
Huge, absolutely. The league's tight at the moment. It's always going to be like that, but we need to make sure we're staying with the pack. So 3 points on Wednesday would be brilliant in terms of getting closer. And you see, happens a lot here. We'll go on good runs and we'll go on bad runs, and now it's time to we've got a good set of fixtures up ahead of us. So now it's time. I think we've got 3 home games in a row now. So let's go out there and obviously take one game at a time. But there's obviously, looking forward, there's a lot of good opportunities for us.
Thank you.
Liam, as the club captain, it's part of your job to lift the players. How do you go about that?
Obviously, in tough times, it makes tough people. We've been here before, know what it's going to take. You just need to try and be positive, and obviously in tough times, and just need to keep uplifting. Make sure me as a captain, I need to make sure I keep leading by example, whether that's on the training pitch, off the training pitch. And I've also got a lot of good professionals around me, guys that have played a lot of games that do the same job. So I've got obviously a lot of people that I can lean on in terms of help and guidance as well. So we've got a good dressing room up there. So I have no doubt about it that we'll bounce back from this.
And presumably you can offer help to Alec as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll always say that I'll do whatever I can for this football club, in whatever capacity that will be. I'm here for Alec for whatever he needs, and Alec's there for me as well. So